Ahoy friends!
Ahoy everybody!
Welcome to this episode where we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually going to be talking about some of the amazing diving that we have been doing in Amed in East Bali. For those of you who don't know, my name is Joe.
And I'm Daniel.
Daniel's a good friend of ours. We met him in Malaysia actually, and he's from Singapore. Welcome.
Thank you.
So I actually met up with Daniel here somewhat by accident, but he was in Bali, we were in Bali, we came to Amed, and it's a diver's paradise. We just been diving our faces off here, and the macro life is amazing. We were throwing around some titles for this episode, and Daniel came up with something I think was pretty clever, and it's going to be What the Fish. So last night, Kristen was questioning us on what our favorite animals were that we saw at diving here. It was hard. There were so many things.
So many.
Like we decided, well, why not make a video and nail down what our favorite animals were that we saw.
Yeah.
We're gonna count it down. So number 5 was
Frogfish.
We saw tons of frogfish here.
Yeah.
Bigger ones, tiny little ones, smaller than my fingernail.
One was so tiny that Joe actually put his ring beside it, and that ring looked huge.
And it's not like I have a huge ring, so that was a tiny frogfish.
Number 4, ornate ghost pipefish.
We saw some on the night dives, some on the day dives. Something I didn't know about them is that they actually will just stay in open ocean until they come to a coral reef to breed. Didn't know that.
And the way they look as well, they are supposed to be related to seahorses. But then again, the way they swim, their growth form as well, like all those little spikes coming out of them.
And the fact that they'll just change color and just blends right in. Super hard to find. Number 3, the Harlequin Shrimp.
Did you know the Harlequin Shrimp actually feeds on sea stars?
I didn't know that.
They actually pick a sea star and actually bring it back all the way to like a little crevice or underneath a rock, and they
Just eat it alive?
just eat it alive. Yeah.
That's savage. They got just weird, like big claw pincher, small one. They look like a robot designed for just destroying sea stars, I guess. Yeah.
Number 2, Mototi blue ring octopus.
That was really cool. We thought it could have been a blue ring octopus, but upon further investigation,
It was a Mototi blue ring octopus.
right, a cousin of the blue ring octopus. So still venomous, still has a couple blue rings on it, just not as many.
And did you know that they actually display their blue rings when they feel threatened?
I didn't know that, but that makes sense why when we stuck the cameras in its face, why you could see the blue rings.
Yes.
Yeah. And it also kind of had its arms up, like it was going to attack.
Number 1, Pygmy seahorse.
That was cool.
They are tiny and they just look so well camouflaged and hidden.
And when we say tiny, we're talking like a pinky nail size. And they just wrap themselves into the sea fan, and they are perfectly blended into that sea fan. They're very hard to find.
And as well, they have the same color, they have the same, almost the same morphology as the sea fan, the Gorgonian sea fan.
Did you know that the first pygmy seahorses were actually discovered by accident when they were dissecting a Gorgonian sea fan?
No, I did not. Now I know. What the fish?
What the fish? So those are our top 5 animals that we saw diving in the Med.
But we have one more to mention, and that is the Bobtail Squid.
The Bobtail Squid. We saw this on our night dive. We actually didn't even know what it was when we were looking at it.
He was moving so fast as well, like almost like a jumping spider. It reminded me of.
It wouldn't swim. It would just leap from one spot to another, and then it would try to bury itself in the sand.
Did you know they actually have sticky mucus all over their body, and it actually helps them to stick sand on their body so that they can hide from predators?
That's pretty cool. Aside from those animals, we also saw Nudibranchs,
Leaf scorpionfish,
common octopus,
peacock mantis shrimp,
stonefish,
sea turtle,
flatworms,
blue spotted rays,
and so much more. We also dove the USAT Liberty wreck that is in Tulamben. That was wicked.
Yeah, it was unreal. A massive ship that's just so accessible for diving because of its location. Lots to see over there because it's been down there for over 40, 50 years.
Yeah, it's amazing how the reef and just life has taken to that ship. Thank you for watching this episode, and thank you, Daniel, for co-starring with me in this episode.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.
If you did like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up as well as subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning into this episode of What the Fish. I also want to say thanks to our sponsors, which is the kids. I don't know if you can hear them playing in the ocean and running up and down the beach screaming.
Wait, we forgot to mention the elusive jewfish.
Oh yeah, the jewfish. I didn't see the jewfish.
No, you didn't?
No, I didn't see that fish. I saw the danfish.
Oh, I didn't see the danfish.